Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we have another Roger video. We're still trying to cover all the matchups of Roger, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of thought this was going to be the final part of this, but I kind of forgot. I kind of should still show you guys the ace matchup, although that ace matchup does not change that much. Maybe I should still show it. Another matchup maybe you guys want to see is Jinbei. I don't know, he's not very popular at my locals, but you know, since we're trying to cover every single matchup on OP14, and we're running out of matches, and you guys know I like to showcase 3 matches every video. You tell me in the comments, Also, I'm showcasing this Moria match. I'm not gonna lie, this Moria match is not that interesting, but it was the only goddamn room or lobby of Gecko Moria that wasn't bugged, and it was a very weird match. It was very slow game. He took his time making his decisions, which made me think that he was new at the game and he just built a deck or something. And so I sped up the game a little bit more. But yeah, I made this the first game to also tell you guys that I updated the deck list. If you guys saw at the beginning of the video, it's not the same deck list I've been showcasing in the other 2 parts. This is because as I was going into locals with Roger, I realized that making yourself a 9k is it's more consistent now than it was in OP13, obviously, because we have promo. What I didn't at the time expect was the double ramp to be so strong. In OP13, I actually didn't double ramp that much because I was actually spending a lot of cards from hand. Not only that, those cards were usually 2Ks because, you know, the double rank, that's how usually it works. But now that we have more ways to get to 9k, and by the way, OP15, that's not gonna change because we're gonna have Zoro, so when Whitebird gets rotated out, the red Zoro will come in, so we still manage to reach 9k pretty consistently, and thanks to that, making ourselves lose a little bit more of resources on the ramp to double ramp, reaching that 7k, and hopefully then just chain Newgate and Promo Roger to reach 9k is like insanely strong, obviously, and so I changed my deck list to kind of play for that. I was playing 4 Shanks at first, but I decided to just go back and play 3 again, because Shanks is not that consistent, speaking of which we just draw it, that consistent when it comes to matchups. As I said, and I still stand by this argument, when you are 2 lives, dropping Shanks is very situational. Sometimes it still is the best decision, obviously, and at locals that decision actually came a good amount of times, I'm not gonna lie. But most of the time, I just find myself, at least on the same one thing, you know what, I prefer dropping a body that makes me 9k than dropping Shanks right now. It's a more temporary solution than Shanks. Shanks is more permanent, but at 2 lives is very hard. It's very hard for Shanks to actually get his immense value. And yeah, that's it. We also bumped up a Divine Departure because I took the Odens out, and having only 1 Oden for another Whitebird, which is what I'm playing, I decided not to. Oden was actually not coming up at all, even as a blocker or as a ramp option, so I decided to just remove it for another Divine Departure. This is just to make sure that hopefully we have Divine Departure for our bricks, and remember, we have our main turn event, effect, whatever, that actually comes up against Mihawk. It's kind of our round table, but against Mihawk, sometimes they counter very early, and we already know that they run a lot of bricks, so if they're low on cards in hand, sometimes either our big bodies will take the board, or we can use Divine Departure to take away those bodies. It doesn't come up, to be honest. We don't really need that much because our bodies are so big that it doesn't have a problem dealing with this board, but still, it is something that can come up, and so, you know, 3 Divine Departures is working pretty well. So I think you guys are about to see here a double ramp. Like, I'm about to think, should I double ramp? I think I should. So yeah, The strategy, by the way, obviously didn't change much. You just ramp, swing face, and then the decision and skill ceiling of the deck is pretty much deciding whether to counter or just take to have more resources in hand. Taking into account puddings, taking into account Ishos in case you're going against Kuzan, and taking into account that some decks are very mid-range and so they swing more early game, and once you reach 7k they start not being able to swing that much. So that's the decision making of the deck, when to counter, when to counter and when to take lives, and sometimes, very few times, when to go for board. This happens very few times. I think the matchup that it happens the most is with Mihawk, I believe. But for example, with Moria, it's just like, yeah, let's attack the board, and the board just replaces itself. And the same with Hancock, for example. You attack board is just burning your lives. Ace, the blue red race, sorry. Like the board you can't really swing into, it's very late game, so yeah. Most of the time you're just like, yeah, let's ignore board, just go for a game. Our stats being 7k will be enough, so yeah. Yeah, so I think we can concentrate on the game now. That's all I wanted to say. Don't forget, please do leave in the comments if you guys want to see a part 4, because again, the Ace matchup does not really change much, but their deck list did change for OP14, so you might want to see that. But yeah. So now he's replacing Hawkback with its effect to play a blocker, also bumping every single one of his characters to plus 1k power. This is actually very good, and I think that's one of the few ways that BY Moria keeps up with these leaders that have like insane stats, like 7k or 6k in case of the Ace. Up Luffy. Oh yeah! Oh, I kind of wanted to tell you guys, I've been looking to showcase you guys Up Luffy, but every single lobby has been very bugged. So, oh yeah, no, I want to do a final part now. No, not gonna lie. I forgot, I wanted to show you guys the Up Luffy. I think Up Luffy is actually in a very good spot, at least for local level. And it's such a fun deck. I should showcase the matchup because he's, again, I'm going from my locals here. He is very popular in my locals. There's always like 1 or 2 at least, and they're doing very well. So I want to showcase that matchup. He goes 6 here. Why not attach more? That's my question. Maybe play another blocker? That could be a play. No, he plays Ryuma. Okay. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, the window to play Shucks is narrow. Right now we are 2 lives and we don't even have 10 Dawn because we need to attach 1 Dawn here. So that's why I most of the time don't really want to see Shanks. It's very situational, and so I prefer to play the promo and the Edward Newgate. That's it. That's the truth. There you go. 8. It doesn't really matter. I think the sequence of attacks that we use. I think he's already made up his mind whether to block or to counter. He already knows that our bond clay can only copy a 6k, so he's probably gonna counter that one. He's gonna take the 8k one. Okay, I swung 8k to see if he would block right away. Okay, because from 8k to 10k it doesn't really matter. The next 2 swings will be 7k and 6k, so yeah. He gets a trigger, that is fine. We go 6 now, he's probably gonna counter. And the 7k is either gonna block or he's gonna take. Moria loves to take the last swing and be at 1 life. Because on the next turn he's probably gonna play Moria, regen. Oh, he got another trigger, goddamn. That trigger is gonna be a Perona, isn't it? Like, he got the Boa Hancock, but Boa Hancock will let him play the Perona, if I'm not mistaken. He's deciding what to play. I think it's gonna be Perona. Yeah, there you go. And yep, there you go. We leave 1 Dawn up. I was going to swing with 7k, but now we just need to leave the Dawn up. Maybe we'll get a 3k event from life. We never know. But yeah, Moria loves to take the life because this turn he will probably either play Boa Hancock and regen and burn, 1 life, or he will play Moria, regen 1 life, and then when he swings with his leader, he's gonna regen a 2nd life. Whether he plays Boa or Moria, he will regen 2 lives, doesn't matter. He's actually letting go of his blocker. But we are 9k. So all of this, yeah, he's swinging 6, whatever. So this is like where I find the most power, because he does want to play end table, right? He's end game. And so he will not be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. He had 5 swings. If he wants, he does not play anything, only regens 1 life with Moria, but we can still win because we have Bonclay and we have Roger. So we'd have Roger, the promo Roger, and we have leader swings. So he would have to be extremely lucky with his trigger for us to not win the game when he regens 1 life. I wasn't counting the bullet swing because I already knew I was going to have to let it go. Like, there's no way I'm gonna counter a card that is 6k when I have my leader at 9k. Like, that's just not good value. He lets go of Buggy, obviously, we don't care. So we already know he's not gonna swing, or he's gonna swing with leader, just to regen life, and then play, there you go, Boa Hancock. Woo! Another new gate, that's nice. If we play, now Bonclays actually has much more power. So this swing should go. He didn't swing with leader. I think that's why at the time in my head I went, okay, you're a new player, I believe. You took a long time to make the plays and you didn't take the double regen for Moria. I think we wouldn't have won the game right away, but I think we were going to win that game anyways. I think we would set up the game to, we would set him up to 0 lives again, and then play new gates, be at 9k, and then next turn we would just end the game, even if he did the double regen. I think that's how the game was going to go. Now, Kaido. Kaido actually has some popularity. I haven't seen him as much as I thought I was, but still a very fun matchup indeed. I just think he gets a bit countered by Roger, because Roger is just like, I don't care what you play, I don't care if you take my word, as long as I ramp and swing face, that's fine by me. So yeah, at least that's, I think I didn't play against a lot of Kaidos, if I'm being completely honest. I think I played against 5 maybe, since OP14 started. 5 with Roger. I have played with Law, Red Law, and Ace as well, Kuzan as well. So yeah, I'm talking about Roger. And most of the time, again, it's just the same. You just swing face. There it is. He keeps on searching, that's fine. Alright, so he let go of a king, so we already know he has 1 king. Also plays on Nigashima Island. Was I the one who decided to go first? I do feel like I would be that kind of guy to go first on this matchup, just for him to not have the Onigashima curve play. Alright, we search here. Oh, we actually don't get the promo Roger, we just go for a 2k. I mean, it makes sense, we are like 3 bricks. So yeah, getting a 2k, it's fine. I think what I'm trying to do, since I already have Shanks, is I'm gonna try to counter more aggressively. So Shanks' opportunity comes better, like the Shanks doesn't feel bad to play, like I told you guys at 2 lives. The problem is, again, the deck does run a lot of bricks, and sometimes we just have to take lives. But yeah, since I have Shanks in the starting hand, I'm playing for the Shanks. We already know Shanks is like an OP card that once we play on curve is just insane. He plays a king. King will now give him double ramp with Onigashima Island. Yeah, there you go. He's at 10 done. He has 8 cards. Like, I'm thinking he has 8 cards in hand. This is gonna be hard to kind of burn from him, because I know we have to take that one. No, we counter this one because now he swings. No, we don't counter this one. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna have to take the card sooner or later. Yeah, let's just swing on to queen. There you go. We shall go 6 now. He should counter the 6k swing and the 7k swing and take the 9k swing for Rayleigh. And here's the thing, he's probably not gonna swing onto... no, he's gonna swing onto my Bon Clay with ease because of Queen. And then King can just swing lives. Also, he's gonna swing with Kaido, so we should take... Yeah, we should take the... He used 2 events to counter a 6k swing, Jesus. So he should take 2 lives this turn. I think we can counter the Kaido. The leader Kaido, not the Kaido that I think he's about to drop. I don't think he's going to drop the 10 cost Kaido. I think he's waiting for the Shanks. But I don't mind that, because just a leader, Rayleigh, and Chunk swing will be enough to set up game, and that will make him play Kaido, and then we can just play Promo Roger and it should be fine, to be honest. If he plays 10 cost Kaido right here, that's a misplay. You could have just swung with the Queen, I believe. Maybe he was afraid I would counter. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do counter, like when they only have one searcher and swing onto my Bon Clay. I do sometimes counter just for Bon Clay to become a pseudo blocker. And so a swing that I couldn't counter then would go to the Bon Clay. But this wasn't going to be the case. I don't have enough cards in hand to kind of afford that right now. He plays another Queen. Okay, so he's cycling a lot. Damn! That deck is actually very consistent now. But it's gonna get rotated out. It's sad. So now we should expect a 7k swing from... oh yeah, we actually didn't protect Rayleigh. Okay, now maybe an 8k swing from the King. I think he's gonna leave 2 Dawn up or 1 Dawn up, either 8 or 9, maybe a 9. And I think he's gonna leave 1 Dawn up for another event, just in case. In case of Kaido, we do have to ignore board because that board is not going anywhere. Like, he just gives away 1 Dawn and the board stays every time, so yeah. He doesn't swing with King. That's very weird. Okay, gives us 2 cards and now we just play Shanks. Swing. Let's imagine that this wasn't a Kaido matchup where we already know he's gonna nuke the whole board. This would be a very optimal play for Shanks, because now that we have Shanks, we are at 5 lives. If we get another Shanks, we just start chaining the Shanks, and as soon as we reach the second Shanks, I'm not gonna lie guys, it's just automatic win if he doesn't have a way to deal with the board. We take that life because I already know he's gonna nuke the whole board, and only then swing with King. And I need cards in hand, so that's what I'm gonna do. There you go. Sorry that I keep hovering the mouse on his cards in hand. Yeah, I think I kept doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was dinner time. And I was just like, I want to go to dinner, man. And so I was kind of like whole sped up. And that's why I kept doing that. Sorry. PTSD, I guess. We go 10, we set up game. That is fine. I don't think he plays the 9 cost Lailing to regen a life. So I just need to set up game. And he needs to set up blockers if he wants to survive next turn. If he doesn't, I've saw some Kaidos not run Queen blockers. And there you go. Okay, that's the one. So he couldn't. It didn't matter. I was getting ready for his leader ability to burn an extra life, and still he couldn't finish game with that burn. So we were going to win next turn because we were going to just not get any blockers and just attach everything swing, and that would be it. Last matchup is the most meta matchup, which is Emu. Still very strong. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw yesterday. You guys are seeing this next week. So it's maybe it has changed by now, but Emu still is the highest win rate deck right now on the OP TCG Sim ranked. This video was pretty much all to set up for Emu. By the way, I thought Emu was the last worthy matchup to showcase, but I don't think so anymore. I think Luffy and Ace are worth to showcase. I really want to show Luffy now, to be honest. I need to see a lobby that's not bugged, at least. Well, because there's two problems here. Is finding a lobby that is not bugged. What I mean by bugged is sometimes when you enter a lobby, that lobby is actually already filled and there's already a game going, but you kind of try to enter too late. And so it tells you, oh, you couldn't connect to the lobby. And that's pretty much what keeps happening every time I see Luffy. Okay, he burns the cards in my hand. That's completely fine, by the way. I don't really care. I think I'm gonna go double ramp here. I think I also managed to still go in second from her. Yeah, that looks right. Maybe not. No, he has 5 done. Yeah, that looks right. We did manage to still go in second from Emu. That's huge. That's almost a victory, by the way. If you do go first, it's not... Well, it depends, actually. It depends on your hand, obviously, every time. But it's not a bad matchup either going first or second. Oh, I would have countered... Oh, he actually... Can we counter this? Yeah, okay. Having an extra swing, that's fine. I think I would have countered the... 8. Should we play... I think we should play... Oh no, we don't need to play Promo Roger right away. Because... yeah, we don't need to play Promo Roger right away because he's not gonna be at 10 done. We did double ramp, so there we go. We're gonna make 2 8s. I think that's gonna bait out both of his events. Or a block right now. No, he takes? What? Oh my! We actually let go of Rayleigh. I wouldn't have let go of Rayleigh. I would let go of Shanks there, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess I was super confident I was going to play the Shanks. He lets go. He goes for bullet. That's fine by me, man. And now he can swing with that blocker. I don't think that would be wise. Oh, we take. That's blasphemy. Okay, well, we still go for the Shanks. That's the event that goes get the 2k as well. Yep. And then he just... Pretty much a 3k counter event. That's fine. Again. Oh my god. Okay. And now we go with the 12. He's gonna block, obviously. And that's it. Okay. This was not a good play by me. As I think we have too many bricks in hand to play the Shanks here. I'm still gonna try and see what I can do. Not only that, we have completely whole bricks, by the way. Whole bricks. We didn't leave a Dawn up, and I went for it, and I think I'm gonna pay for it right now. Normally, Emus pass turn. They swing with leader, and then they pass turn. Oh my god, thank god. What the, we got lucky there. I kind of threw the game, not gonna lie. But this is not a bad showcase on why you should not play Shanks at 2 lives, especially with the hand I have. I got very cocky there because I stole going second for him. I got very cocky. We go 7, that's it, and now we go 12. He needed to almost be a completely perfect hand on the other side, and yeah. I kind of already knew he had like at least another 5 elders, but yeah, we got very lucky there, not gonna lie. That was a good showcase on when to not drop the Shanks, but was a bad showcase in the Emo matchup in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe and like it. Comment what you think of it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.